Alright, CNT120, we're on Chapter 4. Let's look now at IP version 6. Remember, IP version 6, 128-bit address. Okay. So with IP version 6 now, there's some different headers. We see some similarities, but there are some different headers. First off, we do have a version field, so we know whether it's IP4 or IP6. Traffic class is like priority. It's very similar to priority. So what type of traffic is this? You know, like a voice or video kind of thing, or regular old data, so we know how to prioritize. Flow label is used if you have a series of packets like a video stream or audio stream that need to stay together. These get used, this is an identifier to help try to keep all those packets together in a data stream. That way the router knows how to handle them. Payload length, how much is our payload? How much payload do we have? Next header, in other words, what is in this? Is it an IP? Is it an ICMP? Is it a TCP? What's the next header here? Hop limit is very much like our TTL that we had before. How many things can this go through? How many routers can this go through before it is expired? Then we have the source IP and destination IP, and you'll notice these take up a lot of field, a lot of the header, because they're 128 bits long each. So there's my IP6 header, IP version 6 header fields. There they are broken down for you. And I think the book even gives you a sample IP6 header capture, and then a breakdown of all of its fields, if you will. All right. I'm going to jump ahead again. ICMP, they only talk about ICMP version 4. There is an ICMP version 6. So I'm going to, just like before, I'm going to capture an IP version 6 packet by capturing an ICMP version 6 packet, if you will. So again, what I did, if I take a look at my Windows machine here, and I'll do an IP config again. If I take a look, I will see that I actually do have an IP version 6 address statically set. This is an address I set on my machine. So I'm going to end up pinging IP version 6 between my Windows, and I'll come over here on my Linux. You'll notice I have an IP version 6 address set over here as well. FD0053B5, so forth. So I'm going to, on my Windows machine, I'm going to do a ping -6 FD00::, and I don't have it memorized, bear with me, 53B5, and I forget what I have last out there. CF, there we go, CF. So I'm just going to do a test ping, make sure it works. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. So it does work. We're good. I'm going to start my Wireshark. I'm going to capture a new file. Go back to my ping here, and I'm going to ping my Linux machine. Let it go a couple times. Good. And I'm going to stop my Wireshark. So now I'm going to put a filter in here. Let's do a filter for ICMP, and you'll notice I have an option here to do ICMP version 6, so I will do that. I will do ICMP version 6, so I'm only looking at ICMP version 6 packets. Now I see some other things mixed in here, so I'm going to look at just the ping request and ping replies. I'll do a right click on this, and I'll do a follow. I will do a follow a stream here. So I should have an option to, I want to follow. Actually, I'll do it up this way. I will just do protocol, and I will sort this way. There we go. So here's a bunch of ping requests and replies together. That's what I'm trying to look for. I just want to have those together. I'll just do it that way. All right. So here's a bunch of replies, here's a bunch of requests. Let's highlight one of the requests. This would be my Windows machine talking to my Linux machine. I will come over here. I have an Ethernet header, IP version 6 header, ICMP version 6 header. So let's look at the IP version 6 header first. First field I notice is version 6. Excellent. I look at our traffic class. This gets used for, again, priority. There's our flow label in case this is one packet among many on a stream, maybe a video stream or audio stream. Payload length, 40 bytes. Next header, ICMP version 6. Sure enough, there it is. Hop limit on 128. Source IP6 address, destination IP6 address. So there's my IP version 6 header fields. If I keep going, I will open up the ICMP version 6 header. There's the type ping request. Coming down here, here's my data. And actually there is a checksum and identifier here. There's not much to it, and there's my data field. Okay, there really is not much to the ICMP version 6. It's very much like version 4, just tailored for IP6 addresses and devices. Okay, and IP6 networks, if you will. So there, super quickly, is IP version 6 along with ICMP version 6 too.